So far, we've completed the first bit of Act 2. We killed Edmund Doyle and helped the guys in the Arcovian foothills. We ventured a little further north to Old Arcovia and met the Rovers. Now we are adventuring further north in pursuit of Cronley and the search for Elsa. This is a little side quest area here. You help one NPC kill another, and later you'll see what the difference is in the choices made. Also remember, we're on the hunt for lore nodes. This is another side area. You use some dynamite to clear the passage, and it leads to another shortcut. Well, sort of. You'll see. There are so many optional areas in Grim Dawn. This time around, I'm exploring the ones I normally ignore, looking for loot, and especially for lore nodes. I've picked up a lot of new details about the game that I didn't know before. What about you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Quick note, these mines and side areas of early Act 2 are good places to farm scrap and dynamite early on. Scrap is very useful, especially if you're looking to craft something. Another tip, these side areas almost always have a boss level mob someplace. In this mine, we have Helien the rat, and if you just kite a little bit, he's not too much trouble. We don't have the gear and defenses yet to just face tank him. The boss mobs also drop a monster infrequent item, so keep an eye out for those.
Wilkins' note. Word going round the camp is that the undead finally stopped attacking the walls. Not that I'm complaining, but a man's gotta wonder why. Just the other day, we lost 3 on the west wall when a bunch of them corpse-fiends burst out of the bardies and took everyone by surprise. They was bleeding us dry, with no end in sight to their numbers. Hell, pretty sure I've seen a few of our dead lurking around out there. Now I ain't no general, but seems to me like it was only a matter of time. The boss says that we've won, that old Arkovia belongs to the gang. He's even called in his top lieutenants to join him in the mine for some sort of celebration. Feels too soon to me, but ain't nobody asking what Wilkins thinks.
Hell yeah, brother. Thanks for letting us know your opinions on things. Warning here, you have to watch out for these pit bosses in here. It's not such a high threat in normal, but in Elite and Ultimate, they are tougher than what you think they will be. Many have died here. They drop a nice level 20 metal that has some good secondary resists on it, as you will see. Don't get hit by his stun jacks attack, which are the blue things you see coming towards you. You will get stunned for a long time, and if you don't have any stun resistance, you can get what is called stun lock and die. Equip the Brawler's Distinction Medal. Then next time you're at a blacksmith, craft a wardstone and attach it to the medal. Though I forgot to do that, as you see here, derp.
Go on now. See anything you like?
Here I am highlighting the various patterns you can buy from factions at just the respected level. The component I just put on my gloves is Restless Remains and is purchased from the Rovers camp in Old Arkovia along with many others. It's recommended you at least buy the components as soon as you can. They are account bound, so you only have to buy them once.
Iron well spent.
Here we are just playing, searching through the Four Hills area, hunting for lore, and also Cronley's hideout. This specific item gives you a lore note and a quest.
Of Arkovia, it falls upon strange times that a king would abdicate the throne of his own volition. Stranger still is the reason he gave his court. There is no other way to put it. King Rowan, the third of his line, had been struck by madness. Upon returning from a successful campaign against the barbarian tribes of Agaron's Peak, the king raved about a chance meeting with a weary traveller whom he called Mogdridgen. Rowan, in his generosity, offered the old man the use of his horse. The man, and here is where the king's tale loses all sense, declined the proposal, and speaking in a low voice that only his majesty could hear, instead offered Rowan a warning. The old man spurted prophetic lies about the impending collapse of our great nation and the fall of the beacon of the West, Arkovia herself. He implored the king to leave his title, his wealth, his very identity behind. There were some amongst the court who urged Rowan to see his madness through, greedy heads of Arkovian houses who saw this tragedy as an opportunity to seize power. The queen, the shining jewel of Arkovia, wept before her king and begged him to reconsider, but Rowan was resolute. With a single decree he shattered the royal line and abandoned his ordained post as king of Arkovia. Word of the king's madness spread quickly among the populace. To my great surprise, some of his subjects followed Rowan's lead, abandoning their livelihoods to follow their despondent ruler into a life of poverty and lost identity. It has been 3 fortnights since that fateful day. The queen lies dead in her chambers. They say she had died of sorrow from the loss of her king, but I suspect more clandestine causes. The court has fallen into chaos as the great houses bicker amongst themselves for the empty throne. With no end in sight to the squabbles and no clear line to the throne, my patron, Lord Osvegra, has called for the formation of an oligarchy, ruled by the heads of Arkovia's elite. No good can come of this. Of that I am certain. These days I cannot help but wonder if Rowan's prophecy was a self-fulfilling one, or perhaps this storm was a long time coming and we were merely too blind to see it. I fear for Arkovia. I fear for her soul. Theodocus Vegra, scribe of Arkovia.